Alright, internet, we're going to give this a try here. We've had quite a few builds here in the last couple months, so we're going to try to start documenting them. What we have here is a I think a 1949-1950 Chevy 4-door. It's got that patina paint job with air ride suspension and stuff, so it had a small block 350 in it with a turbo 400. Lost oil pressure, so he wanted to do LS, so we picked up a motor set from a 2004 GTO. 140,000 miles, of course, got everything with it, harness and everything else. What we're gonna do is just use those generic ICT billet aluminum repositioning mounts to drop it right where the 350 was. Use the 350 mounts, and then we picked up this Jegs oil pan. So if anybody's curious about running one of these Jegs kits, we got one of these we're gonna throw on it. The low profile. Them F-body pans, of course, everybody knows is getting impossible to find, even the Dorman replacements and everything else. So this is the closest thing to kind of an F-body length. And so we're going to run this Jegs pan on it and try to document this build as best we can, and maybe get the other GoPros, get some time-lapse footage along the way. So, so here we go. Alrighty. We had actually switched out the front sump pan already to a truck pan because this was going to end up in a C10. But since we sold this guy for this 49, of course we did this Jegs pan. But as you can see, it's slick. Comes with the gasket and all, and also comes with all the adapters, because on a lot of these low-profile pans you'll see they got the external oil filter, an adapter, and it comes with all the lines and all the fittings to make that happen. So we'll show that as we go. Show you the engine bay of this. Got Hydro Boost on it, and you got some like rat rod style side plate stuff with mufflers, but we'll see how we do with all that. But all kinds of room in here for activities. So, oh yeah, we are going to be switching the manual rack out to a power steering rack. I believe that's a low car style transmission shifter. Got the Dakota digital gauges in it. Of course, the Ride Tech air ride controller. So, alright, so round two. So these right here, these are actually Street Ray LS to small block Chevy mounts. So all we did was unbolted the factory LS motor mount plate, and then took this and actually bolted it up. We're using some blue Loctite on those so they don't come loose. Red might be a little extreme for if you ever have to take them off, so we're using blue. And then as you can see, this got multiple different layouts for the bolt pattern for the small block Chevy, for different positions, what might ever suit your particular application. So. here we are. We got her sitting in there finally. Took some a little bit of elbow grease, also a little bit of fitment on this part. As you can see, she is a little tight. I'm not sure kind of about the manifolds yet. We're going to test fit those here in a little bit. Let me show you down there. You can kind of see what kind of room we're working with. It almost looks like some C10 shorties will work if the GTO ones are just too wide. I think the way the GTO ones laid out, they'll probably hit on the frame right down the inside. So, but we ended up having to reposition those mounts to be the second from the back because I just didn't have enough room back here in the firewall. You can see right there. So transmission fit real tight and nice. And then of course on the driver's side here, you can see kind of working with the same thing. Maybe a little bit more room on the driver's side with where the frame goes with the position of it. I don't know why it's different. I guess it just wasn't symmetrical. So it's pretty nice. And then of course the radiator up here with the fan, it's going to be really, really close. We haven't test fit it yet, but we're going to see just how close it is. We might have to put pushers on it instead of the puller that's on it. So we'll kind of try to keep this thing going and keep posted with the progress, and hopefully get this thing fired up in a couple days. So, all right.